I used to love visiting the old library at the edge of town. It was a relic from another era, a place where time seemed to stand still among the dusty shelves and forgotten tomes. As a child, I spent countless hours wandering its labyrinthine aisles, losing myself in stories of adventure and magic. But there was one room I was never allowed to enter. The door to the basement was always locked. And the librarian, a frail old woman with piercing blue eyes, would scold anyone who lingered near it. "Some secrets are best left buried," she would say, her voice a whisper that sent chills down my spine. I never questioned her until the day she disappeared. It happened last winter, during one of the worst storms the town had ever seen. The library was closed for days, and when it finally reopened, the librarian was gone. No one seemed to know where she went, and the door to the basement remained locked. Curiosity gnawed at me, and one evening, I decided to find out what was behind that door. I waited until closing time and hid in one of the back rooms, listening as the other patrons left and the lights dimmed. When the library was finally silent, I crept out of my hiding place and made my way to the basement door. It was surprisingly easy to pick the lock, almost as if someone wanted it to be opened. The stairs creaked under my weight as I descended into the darkness. A musty smell filled the air, and the faint glow of my flashlight revealed walls lined with cobwebs and old, decaying books. At the bottom of the stairs, I found a large wooden table covered in strange symbols and what looked like an ancient manuscript. As I approached the table, I felt a cold breeze brush past me, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. Ignoring the unease that settled over me, I reached for the manuscript. The moment my fingers touched the brittle pages, the room seemed to shift and warp around me. Shadows danced on the walls, and a low, guttural whisper filled the air. I couldn't understand the words, but the tone was unmistakable. It was a warning. My heart pounded in my chest as I backed away from the table, the manuscript still clutched in my hand. Suddenly, the door at the top of the stairs slammed shut, plunging me into complete darkness. I fumbled for my flashlight, but it wouldn't turn on. Panic set in, and I stumbled blindly through the basement, searching for an exit. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, until they seemed to be coming from inside my own head. I could feel something watching me, its presence a tangible weight in the air. Finally, I found a small window near the ceiling and managed to pry it open. I climbed out, gasping for breath, as I tumbled into the cold night air. I never went back to the library after that, and the manuscript, along with whatever secrets it held, remained buried in the darkness. Sometimes, late at night, I can still hear the whispers, a reminder of the horrors that lurk just beyond the edge of understanding. And I know that some secrets are truly best left buried.